Chanel here, you guys, and I am going to be coloring my hair jet black today. I use Kenra's professional hair color in the color 1N, and I use a 10 volume developer, and here I am mixing it up, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning if you use 10 grams of color, you gotta use 10 grams of developer. So here I am giving it a good mix with my little spatula here. And here's the color. Alright, you guys, here's my hair all stretched out, and what I'm going to do, just so I could keep up with my sections and just make sure I get every part of my hair, is that I'm going to part my hair in 4 sections, just so it's easier to manage that way when you have your hair in 4 sections. So you guys, I like to color my hair jet black just because it just looks to me, it makes your hair just looks fuller. It just gives it a glossy, bold look that I love. I just love the jet black look, and I feel like it brings out your complexion too. So depending on your tone and stuff, because you know, color theory back in cosmetology school, they teach you about everyone's undertones and what colors will go good and what colors, you know, would suit someone. It all depends on their undertones and their complexion. And for me, black brings out my complexion. Jet black hair does. Alright, you guys, so to get a nice even application, you have to start with the mid shaft to ends. Start with mid shaft to ends all throughout your hair. And you're doing this because your ends are the most oldest part of your hair, which makes your ends the most stubborn. So you need to get that product on your hair, and it needs to start processing as soon as possible. And then once you get through with all the quadrants, because I'm doing all the quadrants before I touch my roots. So you're gonna see I'm gonna do this quadrant, I did that quadrant, and I haven't touched my roots. The back of my hair, I have not touched the roots. It's just mid shaft to ends. You're applying the color mid shaft to ends. And this just ensures that you get a nice and even application. Alright, so now that we have the color applied to the ends, we are going to go in and apply the color to the roots. So as you can see, I'm back at the quadrant I started with. And the reason being, you guys, is because your scalp produces heat, which causes your roots to process faster. So you always want to leave your roots for last. Always leave it for last. And for an even more even application and to just make sure that that product gets everywhere, you guys, you always want to make sure that you're working with detangled hair. So when you get to this part right here, you see how my brush is just moving through my hair? You want to make sure you're working with detangled hair. That way when you go to comb that hair, comb that product through your hair and make sure that application is even, that brush just slips on through. As you can see, I'm not really detangling my hair, I'm just combing the product through. It should be easy peasy. And now I'm gonna be underneath the dryer for 40 minutes to let it process. And here goes my hair all blow dried and shampooed. And stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to be silk pressing my hair. Toodles!